Hello students, as you remember in last class you guys did some question about convergent and divergent sequence, correct? Hopefully you understood, but I'm going to revise again what is convergent and divergent sequences. Look, in this question it's written that determine if the sequence, now a recursive formula. Look, when you have a function like something is written like this, f of x equals to 2x plus 3. This form you call as function. This thing in the sequence and series form you named as recursive formula, okay? So what I'm saying is a recursive formula is given and recursive formula of a sequence, and you are going to figure out if this is a convergent or divergent sequence. Okay, so what do? You substitute value of n in this one. When nth terms are not given, then what do is you substitute n value one by one. So first you will find a1, you will replace n with 1 equals to negative 4000, negative 1 over 4, and n is 1. Now negative 1 over 4 to the power of 1 is stay same times with 4000. Now look, what do you get? You will get 1000. Second term, you will do the same thing, you replace n with 2, then 3. So these are the 8 terms you will get, and the graph of these 8 terms look like this. Okay, now if you will try to join these numbers, you will get something like this. You don't have to join them, but what I'm doing is I'm trying to explain you something. Now what do you see, or what do you notice? From these numbers on the left side and this graph on the right side, it's presenting that the sequence is like changing or going towards a one specific number, and when a sequence is approaching to one specific number, that type of sequence is known as convergent sequence. Clear? Now that this is another example. Again, you will replace the value of n with 1, then 2, then 3 and 4, and then you will keep checking, and if the values of your sequence, first term, second term, third term, you should check approximately 6 to 8 terms if it's going towards 1 point or 2 point. In this scene, in this sequence, when you will replace the value of n as 1, then you will get negative 1 first term, then you get second term 2, 3, negative 4, then 8, negative 16. Now look what is happening. It's a sequence is showing you a graph which like a two wings. They're going separate, they're going away from each other, and they're approaching to a different number, or approaching to a completely different number. In this case, when something or a sequence is approaching to an infinite number, that is called a divergent sequence. Clear? So this is what the review of divergent sequence and convergent. All right, now today the new thing we are going to learn is series. Okay, because we are done with sequence. Okay, we're done with sequence, and now we are going to do series today, and we are also going to learn about sigma notation today. Now what is series? You understood what is sequence. Sequence is when you replace the value of n with a number and you get different terms. So like right here, the find the first 5 terms. It's going to be a1 equals to 1 squared is 1 minus 3. So a1 is equals to negative 2. Correct? Then let's find out a2. a2 is going to be and 2 squared is 4, 4 minus 3 is 1. Now what is A3? A3 is going to be 3 squared is 9, 9 minus 3 is 6. And now A4. A4 is 4 squared is 16, 16 minus 3 is going to be 13. So the first 5 terms are right here. I'm going to sorry, I forgot about the 13. Okay, 13 and then 22. When you have n equals to 1, 2, 3, I'm going to write them so you can clearly see. So when you used n equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these numbers or these terms are known as sequence. Okay, our first topic, sequence. And if you will add all of them, that will be known as series. Clear? Now in this example, what is the question? Question is find the fifth partial sum of this sequence. So if the question is written find the fifth partial sum, it means first you are going to find the first 5 terms of that sequence, and then you will add up all of them. Once you will add all of them, that will be known as series. So the fifth partial sum is known as series. Okay, this is called series when you write it down in the plus form. So -2 plus 1 plus 6 plus 13 plus 22 is called series. Or you can write it down answer just 40, because when you will add up all of them, it's equals to 40. Clear? All right, let's see another example. Find S4 of an equals to 6 over 2n. Now look, this question is same, but they're asking you in a different way. Before it was written find the fifth partial sum. Here it's written find S4. Now what is S4 means? Series of first 4 terms. So what do? Again you are going to find the first 4 terms of this sequence. So you are going to replace n with 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. Okay, so what do you get right here? Look, when n is equals to 1, first term is 3, second term is 1.5, third term is 0.75, fourth term is 0.375. Now what is the series? Series will be sum of these 4 terms, which is written right here. Clear? That's your answer. Simple. Alright, so now it's your turn. Pause this video. It's a multiple choice question and try to figure out what is your answer. Okay, the answer is B, which is -193. Clear? Okay, now today and the last topic of this lesson is sigma notation. It's nothing is difficult in this one, but a very it's just a one addition of this one. Now sigma notation, first of all, sigma is a Greek letter. Okay, this sigma, this is how you write it on sigma. This sigma is a Greek letter which means present summation or addition of many terms. Okay, this is the general form of sigma notation. Now look, if you see this part, the right hand side of this one, what does it look like? It look like series, right? Now what is series? Series is sum of terms of the sequence. A series, this is what it's written. So when a series is written in sigma form, that is called summation notation or sigma notation. You can name anything in it. Clear? Now let's see some questions. Now look, this is written in it. Before, if you make a comparison with in the form of sequence, this exact same thing will be written in this form. an equals to n squared minus n. If I give you this question and if I will ask you to find the first 4 terms of this sequence, what do? I will replace a1 equals to 1 squared is 1, 1 minus 1 is 0. So my first term is 0. In this summation notation, what you do is you actually directly calculate the values and keep adding them. Now look, this is what you do. You don't have to show exactly like all these steps because it will take a lot of time, but it's written in this way just so you can understand this one. So now look, once you will write it on this way, you will write it on that 0 plus 2 plus 6 plus 12, and this is your answer. You will just add them up, which is 20. Clear? That's it. This is what sigma notation called. Sigma is basically this number or this symbol which present summation, addition of many terms of a sequence. All right. Now again, I hopefully you understood this question, this topic. Now pause this video and try to solve this question. Okay, now let me explain you the solution of this question. And again, you will replace values of n not from 0, not from 1, but you will replace directly n with 2. Okay, you will replace with 2 and you will go until 5. This will be the initial, this will be the start of substituting n values, and that will be the final value. Okay, so you are going to find a2, a3, a4 and a5. I'm saying just in general, the terms will be 4 terms which should be written as a1, a2, a3, a4, but in this case n is equals to 2, so you will directly substitute the value of n as 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so what you get like right here, okay, you will now simplify them and these will be the term 4.54, 3.75 plus 3.6, and when you will add them you will get answer as 15.85. that's your final answer. Done. Okay, now again, this question is for you. Try to solve this question. It's pretty simple. Just replace the values. This series is known as infinite series. Why? Because you can see that it's n equals to 1 to until infinity. So let me show you this example how you are going to do. You are going to do, look at over here, do some values 5, 6, 7 values and put dot dot in it to show that this series is a like infinite series. You can not like keep going and like never do anything else. So you will just keep like 5 to 6 terms and then you will just stop them. Now look what is happening. 0.3, 0.03, 0.003. So you will understand the behavior of the series, that what is happening. Then at the end your final answer will be 0.3333, because when you will add them first 5 terms you will understand the behavior and then you will end up having one specific answer. Okay, again this work it for you. You're going to solve this one and that's it. I will upload some work for you on a Google Classroom.